Hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Hopefully this is going to be a big treat. This is Alvarado Street Brewery and Grill with collaboration with Cellarmaker. Uh, this comes from California. They're out of Monterey, California. And this was sent to me by Austin. So Austin sent a little note here and he says, when Dove's Cryo is an IPA from Alvarado Street Brewing out of Salinas, California, in collaboration with Cellarmaker Brewing out of San Francisco, California. And the canned on date is on the bottom, he says. So that's the information he's given us, and this says it was canned on February the 8th of 2017, and today is the 28th. It is 20 days old today, last day of February. So, it ought to be pretty damn tasty. It's only 20 days old. I can't get beers here that fresh, guys. It's amazing that y'all can get them that fresh. Of course, a lot of these guys have gone to the brewery to get these beers, and they've gone through the distribution chains a lot of times. Sometimes y'all can get them at the stores that quick, but not around here. There ain't no doubt about that. Not around here. All right, Greg, Austin, thanks a bunch for sending this to me. We're going to see what this brings to the table. So, and he has sent me several beers from out there in the California area. So, Austin, none of these beers that you have sent me I am able to get here, so I do appreciate it, sir. And usually, like I tell you all the time, guys, when you see this plain Jane silver can with a stick-on wrap-around label, that usually means those guys have concentrated on what's in the can instead of some fancy artwork on the outside. So, looking forward to this one. First beer of the day. I'm ready. Alright, commercial description. Collaboration with Cellarmaker West Coast IPA brewed with cryogenic lupulin hop powder. Bright citrus and exotically fruity notes courtesy of Mosaic, Citra, and Galaxy hops with a crisp, refreshing finish. And the name of this beer is When Doves Cryo. And it's got a face right there, and then got a little, looks like a hop cone teardrop coming out of there. So I think it's a play from either the Prince When Doves Cry or the cryogenic lupulin powder. So it could be either or both. So very interesting how a lot of these brewers can play on words and reference it to some kind of musical band or album or something like that too, or an artist. But anyway, that's all we need to talk about. So let's get this thing. Let me mark this before I get that off there and pop it open. This is a big 16-ounce can. This is a 7.0%er. Right Beer doesn't have the IBUs, but Untapped has it at 50. So while I get this thing open, I'll tell you the cuisine is curry and Italian, the cheeses, peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue, cheddar, stronger cheeses, gorgonzola, limburger, and gosh, got a pint backer, 9 tumbler mug, Stein Seidel. It's not coming out too cloudy. It doesn't look like a juice bomb or anything. I'm using my favorite tulip glass, the Sovereign beer glass today. And not recommended for extended cellarings. Now that's not a juice bomb at all. I was expecting it to be really cloudy. Yeah, I got a feeling it's down in the bottom of the can. And we'll pour the rest of that in there before I leave camera to see how much more it clouds it up. That last little swirl in there clouded it up a little bit. So I got a feeling we got some settling going on in the bottom of the can. So nice orangey tangerine color. I still can see a little bit of light through the thin part, but that last little swirl gave it a little bit more cloudiness. About a finger of head on that pour. Good looking beer. Let's get a nose to it. Oh man, wonderful hop aroma there. Pine, there's some dankness to it. Pineapple, oranges. I'm getting some lighter fruit notes too, some peaches and apples. Maybe some pears. Oh, it smells wonderful, wonderful hop aroma on it. And I've had a couple of beers here recently that's had the lupulin powder put in it, and that intensifies that just a little bit, I think. So I've never brewed with the lupulin powder, so I don't even know if it's available around here, or if you have to order it, or where these guys even get it from. I haven't brewed anything in a couple of years, guys. As a matter of fact, 2 years this month since I've brewed anything. So let's dive in. Cheers. Cheers, Austin. Tasty beer. It is heavy on the bitterness. Just saying it's 50 IBUs. Ow. That's hard to believe. A little bit heavy on the bitterness, guys. It does have a bitter bite to it. I'll have to say that, man. It's hard for me to believe that they're saying this is 50 IBUs. Doesn't taste like it. Doesn't taste like it to me, guys. A little bit too strong on the bitterness, in my opinion. Not quite balanced as it could be. And like I said, I wanted to get the rest of this in there and see how much more cloudier it got. See if it really clouded it up. And not so much. It's kind of cloudy in the big bowl part. It did have a little bit that had settled down in there, but it's no juice bomb by any means. But it does look like it's an unfiltered beer. So, well, let me take it back. It's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. Let's take it back and let her have a sip, 2 or 3, and see where she ends up. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Got a little left here. Awesome lacing is left on the glass, guys. Tasty beer. A little too heavy on the bitterness for me, and Untapped's telling me it's 50. That is very hard for me to believe. It may be 50, but it has a strong bitterness to it. So almost the bitterness of a double IPA, and this is just a 7% single IPA. Little strong on the bitterness. I don't think it's as balanced as it could be, but still very tasty. Very nice hop profile on it. Very enjoyable. Like I said, other than the bitterness on this being a little overpowering, tasty beer. So, once again, Austin, I do appreciate you sending this to me. I did enjoy it for the first beer of the day. Final chug. Nice. Nice beer. Guys, I was on the fence between a B plus and an A minus. Since it's got the date on the bottom of the can, it does have the alcohol on the can here. I don't see the IBUs written anywhere on it. I wish they would put that on there. But, you know, it is what it is. Maybe they intend to use this label again next year, or again, if they do it again this year. And maybe that may change. Sometimes the alcohol changes, sometimes the IBUs change, sometimes everything changes, sometimes nothing changes, so it just depends. Other than the bitterness, I think it's a good beer. I am going to go ahead and give it the A minus, since it does have a canned on date on it, and that's what I like to see. We like to see the canned on dates and bottle on dates instead of enjoyed by, used by, Best Buy, whatever by, other than a canned on date. And if you want to put it in Best Buy or enjoy by with that, that's fine. That's what Weyerbacher does now, and I don't have a problem with that. But I do want to see a canned on or bottled on date. I'm not going to quit fussing about it until everybody does it. And the ones that don't do it, I think they suck. I think they got their head up their butt. And they just do that just for their benefit, not ours. So, with this one, guys, A minus. I'm going to give this a 90. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate has no score. There's not been 10 people to comment on this beer, which I find very unusual. Over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer has overall 92.89 in the scale, so at the low A numbers there. And from Untapped, they have it at 3.96, which is their low A numbers there too. So, A beer, guys. Bottom of the A scale. It looks like from me, Untapped, and Rate Beer on this. So, I think it's a little heavy on the bitterness. That's the only fuss I got about this. But it says it's only 50 IBUs, which I also find hard to believe. But if you guys have had this one, When Doves Cryo from Alvarado Street Brewery, collaboration with Cellarmaker, let me know what you think, guys. Nice beer, very tasty. Come on back tomorrow. Let's take something out of that fridge. We'll take that walk and see what's in the fridge. See you then.